Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Daniel Albert from Full Sail University, and this is the VisualCue Internet Marketing Plan proposal. Briefly, I'll go through my contents. I'll be giving a brief introduction, and then I'll discuss the creative concept, our tentative channel mix, some goals and analytics, and conclude. The objective here is to follow the important rules of speech giving, be introduced, be brief, and be seated. So as a brief introduction, VisualCue's been around for about 2 years and putting together an amazing product, and we're getting a lot of users as well. The intent of the marketing plan is to take what we've got and create brand awareness and get those new qualified customers into the sales funnel and add them to our user base. The more we get, the better we can expand. So why do we need an internet marketing plan? VisualCue, again, for the last 2 years, has put together an amazing product and has a strong and capable sales organization. But there's nothing that's linking it together. You've got nothing that's separate, that's driving users other than word of mouth and getting on the phones. That's going to bring our users into the product. So what are we going to do with that? The objective is to take an integrated view and work across all types of channels in order to drive that business together and use them to capitalize on each other. Our SEO talks to our pay-per-click. We use social media, we use mobile, we use email, and all of those things capitalize on each other. And eventually, what does that do? We finally reach a tipping point where we start getting word out and getting users, and users talk to other users, and eventually become the company that we want to be. So the point is, for the next year, or at least during calendar year 2017, is to focus on all of these channels. Starting with search engine optimization. Really need to get in there and figure out what our keywords are and build them into some relevant content. Once we start getting our organics coming through, we need to look at pay-per-click, also known as SEM, and we're going to use the same keywords, except we're going to start paying for those because those have started becoming successful. If we can get people paying attention to them and get them to come up on their Google feeds, they'll click and we'll get some more click-throughs and in turn drive more customers. Social media. Everybody's talking about social media because there are billions of users out there. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, they're all excellent for doing targeted advertising or getting the targeted pay-per-clicks in there. Facebook in particular is amazing at creating micro-targeting. You've probably seen it yourselves, where you'll just be on your Facebook and all of a sudden there's an ad on the side and you're like, that completely applies to me. I know I personally have bought a number of t-shirts just because they pop up in my Facebook feed. We don't have a lot of focus on mobile at the moment, other than the website itself is optimized for mobile, and as the augmented reality piece becomes more developed, obviously that gives us great applications on both phone and tablet. Even with all the social media and pay-per-click and SEO, still the strongest thing out there is email, and it's the cheapest for generating the number of leads that we're looking for. Most people would call it spam, but it's a strong email campaign that can get a lot of customers brought across the finish line. So what do the goals look like for 2017? 4 generally. We want to add 50 new Twitter followers per month. That'll give us a total of 600 new for the year. If we get the right exposure on that, it could be much better than that. The company blog has already started coming into line. The goal is to get at least a bi-weekly entry for any kind of business intelligence topics throughout 2017. And once you establish yourself as an expert in the field, you're going to start getting a lot more link backs, and that'll drive our Google juice as well. Google results, as I was just talking about, very important to get. Once the SEO is done on the website, the objective is to get a first page Google result from organic content in 2017. And then it makes sense to go ahead and do pay-per-click and search engine marketing at that point. Final goal for this year is to create a brand ambassador program both in the United States and Brazil. We've got some great customers out there. It might be a good opportunity to find brand ambassadors in order to generate a 10% increase in users in 2017. So by inserting a piece of Google Analytics code into each of our pages, we're going to be able to pretty much monitor all of this stuff in real time or near real time, not unlike our own software. Really good opportunities coming up in 2017 to integrate our marketing plan. So in conclusion, VisualCue has amazing opportunities coming up in this next year. Just starting to get out there. If we get some real brand awareness and catch on, particularly now that with interfaces with Salesforce, get some work with Tableau, opportunities are really just abounding to have an explosive growth year, and look forward to hearing what you have to say.